I realize we only have 5 months of 2024 left, but I am needing a fresh start and wanted to share my intention to bring more magic into my life in the coming months. Lately, I feel like I've been missing out on enjoying life, and I really want to make some changes to how I'm showing up in my life. In the past, I've been really aggressive with things like setting goals, and I've realized that I want to become way less rigid and give myself way more flexibility around goal setting. I was recently looking through some old papers and I came across this list of goals from 2018. It was a very aggressive list. I wanted to make a whole bunch of money and pay off my debt, and I also wanted to save really aggressively so that I would have all of this money in savings. I wanted to get LASIK eye surgery and get my driver's license and go skiing, and there were a whole bunch of other really big and aggressive items on the list as well. And as I read this list, I realized that I had accomplished everything on it. I'd completed all of my goals, but I hadn't finished it all in 2018. It had taken me a few more years, but gradually I did it all. I paid off my debt, I saved the money that I wanted, I got the surgery, I got my full driver's license, and I'd completed all of these other fairly aggressive goals. But it had taken me longer than a year to do it, and finding this old list made me realize that I could avoid feeling disappointed if I just gave myself some more time. Back at the end of 2018, I was probably feeling defeated for not completing more of my goals, but the truth is, I just needed to be less rigid about the timeline. My focus has always been on getting more done quickly, and this year I'm gonna change it up and I want to focus on doing less more slowly, which probably sounds really stupid, but I need to change if I want to avoid ending up as a nervous wreck. I have been feeling stressed out because it feels like the year has been rushing by without me being able to accomplish all of these goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. Progress has felt really slow this year, but I need to remember that it's okay for things to take time. And I want to stop berating myself for not getting everything done this red-hot minute. I have found that even during slow times, there's still often lots happening under the surface. Slowness can be a time of preparation before up-leveling. And I want to quit putting all of this pressure on myself to get more done. I want to slow down and take time to treasure all of the small moments in my life. Every time I hang out with my nieces, I remember that they are growing up so fast. One day soon, they will both be adults, and they might be too busy to hang out with me. Right now, I can just pick her up after school and we can go to the park, or I can take her thrifting, or go wherever she wants to go, but I'm realizing that this won't last forever. So I really want to enjoy all the time we have together because one day I'll look back and I'll really miss these moments. In a way, I want to treat my whole life like it's precious time because once it's gone, I'm never getting this time back. Another thing I want to focus on is how I manage expectations. There is definitely magic in letting go of expectations and seeing where life takes you. In the coming months, I want to lean into the magic that comes with being more relaxed and more spontaneous. Rather than focusing on exterior accomplishments, I want to start focusing on how I'm feeling internally and what my mood is doing. I can rush through life from one thing to the next, accomplishing goals, but if I feel stressed and anxious while I'm doing it, then that's not the life I want. At the heart of it, I want to make sure I'm actually feeling fulfilled and enjoying my life, not just going through the motions. Another thing I want to do in the coming months to really capture the magic in my life is to celebrate more. Celebrate little wins and just celebrate the small stuff. I like to journal a lot, and I heard an idea recently that was to do a victory journal at the end of each day, where you write down good things that happened that day, even if it's just really small stuff. It's just a short little write, but I love this idea because it's training me to look for small things to celebrate, and also just creating those memories that I want to hang on to. Another thing that makes me feel like magic is having a clear purpose, something I'm working towards day in and day out, even if I'm going at a very slow pace. Unlike rigid goals, this is something that inspires my soul. And then even if I have a bad day or if things don't go as planned, I'm not too worried because I know that the next day I'll keep going and I'll keep working towards my purpose. The past few years, my main purpose has been my artwork, and I find that having a creative pursuit really establishes a sense of commitment in my life. I've found that times I didn't have a purpose, I would just sort of drift through the year and sometimes let myself get off track or get upset by little things that don't really matter. No matter what, there is always going to be small things in life that don't go as planned, but I find that if I have a purpose, I'm a lot better at staying focused on what really matters and letting go of everything else. And finally, one thing I want to do this year is to look for the magic that's already there in my life. Sometimes it takes a trained eye to notice really amazing things happening, even during slow times, and especially during stressful or busy times. Rather than chasing the next thing, I can enjoy my life as it is right now, even if it's not perfect. Rather than rushing onwards to the next goal, I can start noticing all of the amazing things that are already present in my life. I find it so easy to get caught up in wanting more. I think I'll be happier when I make more money, when I reach another level in my career, when I get to the next milestone. And what I forget is that just a little while ago, I was dreaming about the level I'm at now. But rather than pausing and enjoying where I am, I tend to just push forward to the next thing. So this year, I'm going to do a better job of enjoying the current chapter I'm in. In conclusion, looking for magic in my life means I'm more open to life's experiences rather than just focusing on my own agenda and the things I think I need to be getting done next. There is true magic in spontaneity and in being open to life and seeing where it takes you. I hope you have a truly magical rest of your year, and I'll see you in my next video.